Hey, it's Kim, and it's another day to be disappointed in Kevin Federline. So I don't know how much of this you guys remember, but a few weeks ago it was announced that Kevin Federline decided to do an interview with the boys to a British media outlet that would be airing the interview on ITV in the UK. And basically, the interview was just an hour-long trash fest of Britney Spears, allegedly. This then caused big outcry. The British company decided not to air the interview because they realized how messed up the whole situation was. This then caused Kevin Federline to decide to leak videos that the boys illegally took of Britney to try to show that she was a bad parent. Except when they leaked, the entire world went, "She's a parent, we're Team Britney," and that completely failed. Then Nicki Minaj dragged him through the mud. It was just a whole bunch of mess. Enter Australia 60 Minutes. So 60 Minutes Australia decided that it would be a genius idea to pick up on this interview and to air it, and they're planning on airing it this weekend. So this is kind of awkward. I finished filming this video before I went live this afternoon on Popcorn Planet, and while we were live, we got some breaking news. And basically, this interview is now going to be airing on ITV. They have decided they're going to do it. And there were statements from Britney's son released where he talked about their relationship. Now, I gave my thoughts on Popcorn. I don't know if it's going to end up being a public video or not, but regardless, I just want to say I am always team kids. I am very upset about this. I don't understand how in any way this is appropriate. Both of Britney's kids are underage. They are minors. And the media that surrounds Britney Spears is unlike any other celebrity on the planet. And my fear is with them being involved in this interview, they are going to be thrust into the center of the media circus that constantly surrounds Britney, no matter what she does. I don't think this was wise. And there are things that Jaden says, from what I've read, that I think are very telling. One of the things that he does say in this interview is that, you know, he's defending Britney's dad, and he's saying, my mom should have taken a break. Like that was her decision. And it's very weird to read the same interview in which he's saying, Jamie did his best. My mom should have taken a break, when Jamie was the one who was in charge of giving Britney a break. There's a lot of this going on through the whole interview, and it doesn't really make a lot of sense. However, I am not going to come down hard on these kids, and quite bluntly, I'm really upset that I even have to comment on the kids in the first place, because I don't think it's okay. I don't think this whole thing is okay. But I want to put this here, obviously filmed later in the day. I think a lot of what I had to say prior to this news breaking is still relevant, and I'm going to share that with you guys. And I apologize for how disjointed this is. But, what a mess. What a mess. So, here's the rest of the video. For all the reasons that it was messed up for this interview to come out from the British company and being aired on ITV, it's still messed up in Australia, guys. This is still weird. And apparently I'm not the only one that feels that way. I tweeted this yesterday, and the response has been pretty great. And I mean, when you compare it with the actual post, I think it's pretty obvious where the general consensus is. I mean, especially looking at the ratio between their likes to their comments, it's a little bit crazy. Like, this is really messed up on multiple levels. But this morning I woke up to a wonderful article from one of the largest news outlets in Australia calling out 60 Minutes. So the article talks a lot about the social media reaction of 60 Minutes Australia announcing that they're going to be airing this interview. They also talked about that not only was it on Twitter, but it was also on Facebook. And there was a quote here that I absolutely loved. The most liked comment under the teaser from author Renee Eves reads, "He pushed a woman to complete breaking point and is clearly doing some hideous things to bring her down right after she has been freed from the prison life she was living. Why is any media outlet giving this a-hole airtime?" Renee gets it. I also love it. At the end of the article, it says Channel 9 has been contacted for comment. I don't think you're gonna get a response, sorry. But I think something that I love about this as a Britney fan, as much as it pisses me off that we're even having to talk about this, is that it does seem like public tone is changing when it comes to Britney in regards to the way that she's being treated by the media. We have watched the media be absolutely brutal to her for years. I always think of the Diane Sawyer interview and just how much that just makes me sick when I think about it.
Really, if I had an opportunity to shoot Britney Spears, I think I would.
Oh, that's horrible.
Well,
That's really bad.
because of the example for kids and how hard it is to be a parent.
I didn't realize that what people wore was a good reason to unalive somebody, but okay. But I'm enjoying watching media call out other media for their crap. Media actually holding other media responsible and saying, no, this isn't okay. And listen to public opinion. We're telling you very clearly that we don't believe that this is okay. And there's legitimate reasons behind why people do not want this interview to air. And as much as I don't think they're going to stop, I do think they're going to air this on Sunday, which is incredibly disappointing and disgusting. I am happy to see the reaction of the average person being, this is gross, because it is. But what I will say is that if this is upsetting you the way that it's upsetting me, if you don't think that this is okay, in no way do I ever condone harassment. However, you are absolutely allowed to go on Twitter, at 60 Minutes and be like, what is this? Why are you doing this? And call it out. And I feel like we also should be applauding News.com Australia for the stance that they've taken. And I think it's excellent that they have had the courage really to be able to say this is gross, and I'm here for it. So my hope is Monday morning we will all wake up, Britney will have another top 10 hit under her belt, and no one will have watched the Kevin Federline interview because he's irrelevant. I also have to say too, we talked about this on Popcorn Planet yesterday. I'm gonna link the video. We watched this interview. I haven't seen it in years, and it's like a joke interview that Weird Al Yankovic did with Kevin, and oh my gosh, it's savage. It's absolutely savage, and I laughed my head off. It was so funny. I forgot how funny it was. And it's kind of one of those things for me, as I've said, in all of these situations when it comes to Britney and Kevin, I am always firmly planted in the Team Kids section. I want what's best for them, which is part of why I'm not in support of this interview, because I don't think it's fair to them as minors having to be exposed like this and being publicly pinned against their mother in the media. I don't think that's okay. But I also try very hard to be nice. I try to give people the benefit of the doubt. I try to be kind. I don't like to be a bully or any of that type of stuff, but I have to say, seeing Weird Al go that hard on Kevin, when Weird Al is known as being such a nice dude, I mean, if Weird Al Yankovic is pissed at you, you suck, man. And it just bums me out too, because I feel like Kevin could have really made this into something very positive. He could have taken this narrative and been like, you know what? This whole thing has been super messed up. I was nervous about my kids. I didn't know how to maneuver this. Who was ever going to be prepared for what we've experienced over the last 14 years? And I mean fair. I would probably give him the benefit of the doubt on that one. But making this interview, dragging her through the mud, posting those videos, it's so obvious that he's trying to drag her down, and that is just not okay with me at all. It's basically exactly what Nicki Minaj said. How much of a clown do you have to be? As I've said with Kevin Federline, I feel like it takes a huge amount of effort to be that level of human garbage, and here we are. Well, I think that's it. I will let you guys know if there is any update on the whole situation, and I will talk to you guys likely next week. Thanks for watching. Much love. Bye. So this week, I have hit 24,000 followers on YouTube. And I just want to say that that to me is absolutely mind-boggling. I am incredibly grateful. I don't even know how to put into words how insane this is to me, that 24,000 people have clicked on that subscribe button and that you guys actually want to hear me talk. It's amazing, and I am incredibly humbled and thankful for all of you, and I feel very blessed. I have always had a plan that when I hit 25,000, I would launch a membership to my channel. And I've been getting a lot of questions as to when that membership is coming, and people saying they would like to join now, that they want me to launch it now. And the thing is, part of why I've kind of been dragging my feet about this, other than the number thing, is that I'm trying to figure out what I can give you guys to make a membership really worth it. I'm so thankful for any of you guys even clicking on a video and watching it all the way through. I cannot fathom that people actually want to do like a monthly subscription to me. That's amazing. But what I am most curious about is, if you were to join a membership on my channel, what would you want to see? And I also plan on having it be very affordable and one level. I want everybody on the same ground. I want everybody treated the same. And I don't want it to be an expensive thing, because I know a lot of you that really support YouTube creators. There's a lot of us that you support. And I would likely be one amongst others. And I know how expensive that can get when you're getting multiple memberships. So I don't want it to be overly expensive. And I want to know what would make it worth your while. So if you have any ideas, let me know. And I will do my best to kind of put together probably like a pitch almost of what I want to do, and see what you guys think. And then by the time we get to 25, hopefully we can get it all launched and ready to go. And then you guys, get the membership program that you guys really want, and that I'm able to give that to you. Because I love you guys so much, and I'm so thankful. And I just want to give you guys something that is going to be worth it. Let me know in the comments below. Much love.